Hello lovely people, welcome back to my channel. I hope you are all well. It feels like I haven't spoken to you in so long, and it's probably been like a week and a half. I know I didn't put up a video last week, so instead we're coming back in the fluffiest of jackets. It's literally like a warm hug. It's the best thing in the world. And I thought, as we are rounding up the year, no, we're not rounding up the year, it feels like it, we are rounding up the month of January. I thought I would put forth my goals for the rest of the year. I did want to do this video at the start of the year, like one of my first few videos. I didn't do so, and I was like, you know what, who says they have to be New Year's resolutions? Why can there not just be 2025 goals? Goals of things that I want to do this year. If they happen, they happen. If they don't, they don't. It's basically the same thing as when I write my shows to see lists. We've talked about this. I've done a video on them. Hopefully I will tick one off, because it's been quite light so far this year, theatre-wise, thanks to various things, including the fact that everything that I want to go and see is redonkulously expensive. We might have to have this chat sometime soon, but why has everything just got so expensive? Theatre tickets are outstanding in price if you don't know where to find cheap ones. Crazy times. But enough about that. We might have that discussion another day. We instead are going to do my 2025 goals theatre wise. Let's get into it. Hit the intro. So I have put forth 5 goals. I don't want to push myself too hard, because I know in actual life, when it comes to goal setting through the years, my mentality, if I put too many on that list, I'm just like, it's never happening. My brain is not wired to succeed with many a goal. It likes a few goals and we'll see what happens. So like I said, I have 5, and some of them are more fun than others. So let's get into it. First goal is to watch more plays. I think I said this when I did my shows I want to see video, in that I am a majority musical watcher. It's where I find my happiness, also my sadness sometimes, you know, the shows. And there are plays that I have seen that have meant everything to me. Not that I'm against a play. In fact, the only show I've seen so far in 2025 is a play. So why not try and broaden my theatre horizons and check out more plays? If you know a good one, send them my way. Possibly relating to that, but also differing. Second goal is to visit more new theatres. That is both London and regional. As you can see, I always have this in the background of my videos. It is the Stagey or theatre bucket list from Stagey Tickets. I feel like I'm saying that wrong, but I'm 100% sure it is. There is a few gaps that need filling, so if I could see a show in a place that I've never seen a show, 2 ticked off in one go, especially if it was a play. But I also want to see things in a few different other places, regionally as well. For example, on my list of shows to see this year is Kinky Boots. I am so behind the times because there are so many Johannes fans out there, that so many theatres are almost sold out on most shows on their run, so the likelihood of me finding a ticket is low, and if I do find a ticket it might be for a theatre I've never visited before, so that would be super cool. I also really enjoy travelling to new places and exploring them a little bit, so why not make that into a fun day out, go see a new place, see a new theatre and check out some new places. Goal number 3 is to broaden my theatre horizons, and by that I mean I want to sit in new places in theatres. Now this is less about London because most of my London tickets are bought through Todaytix and sometimes Rush, and the beauty of Rush, if you win, which I never do, but if you win you have no choice over where you are sitting. You are plonked in a place and that is where you're going to sit. That has meant that over the years I have sat in places I never would dream of sitting. I am very much a stalls girly. I don't know why that became a thing, but I like to be ground level, or in some respects below the ground level. We're looking at places like the Criterion and the Savoy, where everything is down below. But I know that for some shows that might not be the best place to sit, and I need to be able to broaden my horizons and not just sit in the stalls. Obviously when I say that, there are theatres that I visit quite often and I know that I don't like sitting in certain places. For example, my local, the Walls Grand, I much prefer to be stalls or dress there, because just the way that I am and the way that I be is that it is sometimes really uncomfortable for me to be sat up in the Grand Circle for a long period of time. But at the same time, there is some excellent seats in the Grand Circle at the Grand that I would probably go, nah, don't want it, because of my slight dislike of being above ground level. So I need to be more willing to explore new places. Which brings me on to number 4, which is to use Seatplan more. Explaining that one, I do try my best to use Seatplan if I'm going to a new theatre, or I'm going to a theatre and not sitting somewhere I've sat before. Seatplan, if you don't know, is an excellent thing to use because people visit theatres, they take pictures from their seat and then they publish them online. Back in the day, and I hope this is still the case, you used to win points every time you uploaded a picture, and every time you uploaded a picture you get more points. I said the same thing twice. But those points used to add up and you could get theatre tokens or theatre vouchers to get more money off something. I've never took out my winnings, if you will, from doing that, and I have over the last year been quite sloppy in doing it myself, which is quite annoying, especially when you sit in a seat which hasn't previously got a picture, so you are not able to help the people after you to see what their view is like. So this one is definitely 2 ways, in that I want to use it more to find new places to sit in different theatres, but also secondly I want to use it more to upload my pictures to help others, because at the end of the day every little helps when it comes to theatres, especially on the likes of Seatplan, where they tell you what your view is like through a picture, but often people talk about leg room and the size of chairs, and as you know, if you've ever seen one of my Nervous Guide videos, I very much try to put that kind of information in when I talk about my seat, because as someone who is on the larger side, especially with this jumper on, because it's giving me like a lot of extra snuggliness, if you are alone and you know that you are not going to be sat next to people you know, it helps to know what kind of space you're going to be expecting to have for yourself, because I don't know about you, but if you go and watch a show on your own, you don't want to be taking over everybody's seats. I like to be respectful of people, and I like to just be myself in a theatre. So yes, very much want to use Seatplan a bit more. I also want to look into how to claim my points back, because I must have a good few. Like I said, I haven't done it very well over the last year, but I had been quite religious previously, and every little helps. Number 5, my last one on this list, is one that I've been meaning to do for a few years now, and that is to go on a theatre tour. I love to visit a theatre. I like to see everything that I can do from the front of house area. I love to be able to like just explore everything. That's what I kind of like about the Savoy, that if you are in the stalls, you do get to just see everything as you go down into the depths of hell. I was going to say the depths of the Savoy Theatre itself. But there are sometimes possibilities to look at a theatre from a different point of view, i.e. a theatre tour. For example, I know the Theatre Royal Drury Lane used to do a tour. I feel like it was only on certain days, and I feel like there was a price attached to that, but at the same time it wasn't a lot, and it, from what I've heard of people who have been on it, it was quite informative and interesting and something to definitely look into. Saying that, I know that the Birmingham Hippodrome also do tours, and I'd love to be able to just explore that place because it is vast, but there must be so much like history and information and facts about it. I suppose what I'm saying is I'd quite like to just geek out and learn more about a theatre and see places that you don't normally get to see as a person coming to see a show. That's definitely on the list. Very much, if there is still the possibility to do it at the Theatre Royal Drury Lane, that is definitely on my hit list, because that theatre just looks so beautiful and I want to know all about it. And there we go, there's my 5 little hopes, wishes, dreams for the year. Nothing majorly specific, and a few things just to strive towards. Will this happen? I don't know. I think I said at the beginning of this video, this is very much me just trying to put out into the world things that I'd like to do. If they happen, they happen. If they don't, they don't. Life gets in the way, and sometimes it can't be helped if you are nearing the end of January and you've literally seen one show. I mean, to some people that is 100% normal, but to a theatre person, a theatre fan, especially one who puts stuff on the internet via Instagram and TikTok and YouTube and etc., it just feels weird that I've got to the end of this month and I've literally stepped in a theatre for a show once, and also once more to see a comedy show, but I don't add those onto my list. Anyway, I've rambled on. We've got to the end of this video, so I'm going to leave you here and say thank you very much for watching. But all that's left to say is the usual, and that is this. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you come back next time for more fun and theatre goodness. But I will leave you here saying I love you all lots. And lastly, as always, the final thing I say is so long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, and goodbye. Bye.